Hello everyone! Welcome to the channel, where learning English feels natural and easy. I'm Gigi.
Hey Gigi, hey everyone. I'm Mr. D, and I'm really excited to be here today. The weather feels awesome. I can't help but love those rainy days.
Me too! Even though I love sunny days the most, I also enjoy rainy days so I can study languages and enjoy some time indoors.
It's great, isn't it? So today our topic is how to think in English.
Exactly. And I love this question because it sounds simple, but it changes everything.
It really does. So let me ask you something. When you started learning English, did you think in your own language first?
Oh, 100%. Every sentence, I would hear something, translate it in my head, then try to respond. And by the time I was ready, the conversation had already moved on.
Yep, that delay is so frustrating.
It is. And a lot of learners think that delay means their English isn't good enough.
But that's not true. Not at all. Translating in your head is normal. It's part of the learning process.
Yeah, your brain feels safe in your first language. So it wants to go there first, automatically.
Exactly. But if you always translate, your brain never learns to stay in English. And that's where thinking in English comes in.
Right. That's why today we're going to talk about what that actually means and how to start doing it in a realistic way, not overnight.
Okay, so when people say, I want to think in English, what they're saying is, I want to speak faster. I want words to come out naturally, without translating first.
And that's the end goal, right? But here's the thing. Thinking in English doesn't start with speaking. It starts in small, quiet moments.
Yes, like when you're alone. For example, imagine you're making coffee in the morning. Normally, your brain might say, in your language, I need more milk. Instead, you gently try to say in English, oh, I need more milk.
That's it. Really simple.
Right, it's simple, but simple works. And it matters because translating is extra work. It's like taking 2 steps instead of 1.
You hear English. You translate into your language. You create your response in your language. Then you translate back into English. It's exhausting. And honestly, no wonder people feel tired after conversations.
Indeed. And let me tell you something else. If you understand English quickly when listening, that means your brain is already starting to think in English.
That feels like the aha moment. You know, understanding without translating is the first stage. A lot of learners don't realize that.
Yep. If you can watch a short video and understand it without subtitles, your brain is already doing part of the job. You just need to build the speaking side.
Let's make it practical. If someone says, okay, I want to start thinking in English today, what should they do?
Start small, like really small. Don't try to think about deep philosophy in English right away.
You're training your brain to label the world in English. And at first it feels strange. People think, this is silly. But after a few days, it gets more natural.
And something interesting happens. You start remembering words faster because you're using them in real time. But okay, what if someone wants to describe something and they don't know the word?
That is completely normal. And when that happens, don't panic. Don't instantly switch back to your language. Instead, try to explain it in simple English.
Yeah, like if you don't know the word ceiling, you can say in your head, the top of the room. And that's still thinking in English.
Right. You're staying in English instead of escaping. And it builds confidence. And we have to say this too. Thinking in English does not mean perfect grammar.
All right, let's repeat that. Thinking in English does not mean perfect grammar. Your thoughts don't need to be textbook correct. If your brain says, me tired, That's okay in the beginning.
Fluency grows from use, not perfection. And when you relax about mistakes, your brain works faster. That's true for speaking, too.
Now let's talk about listening for a second. Because listening feeds thinking. If you listen to English regularly, your brain absorbs patterns, phrases, expressions, sentence rhythm.
And later, when you think, those patterns show up naturally, almost automatic, your brain is like, oh yeah, I've heard this before.
So, if someone wants to think in English better, they should listen more. But listen actively. Notice real phrases people use, like, I guess, to be honest, kind of, I'm not sure.
Those are real thinking phrases. And when you use them in your thoughts, your English sounds more natural. And it starts feeling more like you. A good tip that can be used along active listening is to write down any new vocabulary on a notebook or on your phone.
That's great advice, Gigi. Now, let me ask you something. How long does it take before thinking in English feels natural?
It depends. But usually it happens gradually. One day you notice something small, like you drop your keys and your brain says, oh no, in English, without effort.
And that moment feels amazing. It's like your brain crossed a tiny bridge, and those tiny bridges add up.
Oh yeah. Now, let me show. Here's a 5 minutes daily habit that works. First, set a timer. And for 5 minutes, narrate your life in English in your head.
For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I need to answer that email. Or, I'm a little stressed today. And if you get stuck, simplify. Always simplify.
Because fluency grows from simple, clear thoughts. And I want to mention something. Some learners feel embarrassed thinking in English, even when they're alone.
Yeah, like it feels fake. It isn't fake. It's practice. And practice feels uncomfortable at first. Every bilingual person went through that stage, trust me. At some point, this is probably gonna happen to you. Like you're watching something funny, and suddenly you laugh before translating. That's when you know.
Your brain reacted naturally. That's thinking in English. It's powerful.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's summarize it. You don't force big thoughts. You start with small ones. You describe your day. You label what you see. You stay in English even when you don't know a word.
Correct. You listen often. You accept mistakes, and you practice 5 minutes a day. That's it. No secret formula, no magic trick. Just consistent, gentle practice.
And if you're listening right now thinking, I still translate sometimes, that's fine. Progress is not never translating again. It's translating less. And keep grinding. Eventually, the aha moment comes.
Those small wins matter. Because one day, you'll be in a conversation, and you'll answer. And only later you'll realize you didn't translate first.
And you'll smile, because you'll know you're not just learning English anymore. You're living it.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Keep practicing. Be patient with yourself. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.